Once we do this, there's no going back.
Master Control Terminal. Plant status. This access report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. It's operating at 22% efficiency. Redirect power. Warning, safety failures detected. Okay. Now it's showing me where the last thing is, I think. Oh, was it just right here? Oh yeah, there it is. I completely passed by it, I guess. Or I think I went around behind it and didn't even see the switch.
That's the last.
Alright, now we go back. Yeah, I think we... Or Jeremy killed all of the mechanicals before we even changed their... who they're hostile towards. Oh well. It's okay, walk around for a good solid 45 minutes trying to find it. Saw Jeremy a couple times. Alright.
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision. Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers and power. The deserters are a community. I just can't destroy what they built.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Let's see. I don't know, to be honest. They knew what they were doing when they became deserters. And they knew that they were using power that wasn't theirs. So... they'll just have to either find their own way or come back, I guess. If they truly want to desert. It's kind of like how Texas wants to secede, but it can't really secede because it relies too much on the United States for their military power and all that. You can't just break off without thinking. And they decide to break off without thinking. It's not my fault.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you. Don't worry about it. I was barely listening to you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Alright. Yeah, it seemed like she was trying to be manipulative. I mean, they both seem like they're trying to be manipulative, but the deserters knew what they were doing when they deserted. However, the people working in the other town, they don't deserve to be punished like she says. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're working for their company. Okay. Redirect. Continue. Redirecting power is irreversible. I doubt it would truly be an irreversible procedure, but... Yay. Additional structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detected in botanical laboratory. Blatant disregard for space resources property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated supervisor for an immediate reprimand. You did the same thing? I don't know. I doubt that little colony could have supported Edgewater. All those people would have died. Oh, now we have to convince them to return. Spacer's choice are now what? My deserter's reputation decreased. This way. Oh my god. You feel like being a special person and found an interesting way to solve the... Oh. I mean, I'm sure the game was trying to make you feel for the deserters, but I just wasn't feeling it. There were maybe 10 people. Is it the chunky snake again? Oh, look how cute it is! Hello! You're so fat. Look at how fat you are. You're so silly. He thinks he's people. So much protein. Well, I don't know how much of that is actually muscle. You want to pet? I want to pick it up. I want to take it back to my ship. I want it to be my pet. So are they going to be hostile? I really hope not. No, they're not hostile.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Hey, I got one of your data pads.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Elusive Part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble.
My
In
reputation
fact,
increased.
I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright, now I'm scared I'm not going to be able to finish turning these in if I keep going. Oh, I can take their power regulator now. I don't want to take it without talking to them first.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
Oh, they have a generator. Is the lady still in here? Hello? Adelaide? Where'd you go? Don't mind me, just looking at your stuff. Wait, this still has electricity. Some of these things are still powered. Do I have a flashlight? Oh, I wonder if she's down there because she knew that's what I would be after. Yes, no. Oh. Yep, there she is.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Okay, first of all, why are you killing snakes? Also, she is like starting to talk crazy talk now. She's like, this is my place, my garden, my people. You don't own these things. He needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm sorry, you are crazy. What happened to you? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
He's not gonna just leave his post. I need some help. I don't want to kill him. I didn't think this was gonna lead to me making this kind of decision. Hopefully I can just talk to him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
Why don't you tell someone?
The secret is human corpses.
Oh, okay, don't tell
I've
anyone.
been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
They're probably not there anymore. This person doesn't understand decomposition. Can I take my item at least? This person is crazy. Why not just eat the corpses directly?
Look at that. The snakes come back.
Whoops. I can go back to the unreliable and just leave this unfinished.
Oh, it's okay.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Standing around the campfire is nice and all, until one of us starts singing. Something I can help you with?
Whoops. I keep wanting to escape to get out of conversations. Okay, I guess I can't talk to them and tell them they're going back. I kind of want to do this one first. Oh, does it not even show me where they are? Oh yeah, it does. I guess let's fast travel here. Ow. Just walk it off. Here we go. A plasma cutter. Okay. We have to leave first. Faux windows. Oh, that was explaining the, these windows. I was like, what? They're not windows? I didn't get to look at it. I guess I'll look at it later. Alright. On here, it's in the other room. I don't know if I've been in here. Yeah, I don't think I have. Let's close the door. What?
Nice.
Company notifications. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infected have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we're expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. You know, don't worry about giving the plague to everyone else. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Alright, these people are crazy. Alright, now let's turn them in. Let's talk to the weird mechanicals guy. Anti-mechanicals. And then we'll teleport. Hello.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Okay, take care. What did he give me? I didn't even see. I saw the 500 credits. Wait, can I give them to someone else? It's showing me 2 people.